Since the courts have been shut down and some courts are just starting to reopen, the option to use arbitration has become much more important. For most of last year, the courts ground to a halt because of coronavirus and the general government shutdowns and all the restrictions and the fear out there surrounding coronavirus. The courts, at least in our area, in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, are just starting to reopen. They're not back to full speed, what they used to be, like before coronavirus. Things are very slow. So it's not a bad idea for you and your lawyer to revisit the idea of arbitration and maybe reach out to the defendant's attorney and float the idea of arbitration. There's a couple reasons why this may be beneficial for the personal injury victim. You're going to get your case decided much quicker than if you're waiting for the court system to decide your case. If you're at an impasse, you've mediated, you've discussed settlement with the other side, can't reach a settlement agreement, the cases would be prepared for trial, but there's no trial date in sight because the courts really aren't open, or they've opened up but they're very slow. Reach out to the other side and float the idea of arbitration. It's basically private court. You're hiring an impartial neutral to act as the judge. You're not getting a jury. You're getting a retired judge or an experienced member of the bar in the area to conduct a trial, hear both sides, and issue an opinion. Oftentimes this can be more cost-effective for the parties too, because you may not have to bring in your experts. Sometimes you can reach an agreement to have the medical evidence submitted without the need for expensive medical expert testimony. You have a lot more control over how the trial goes. How many witnesses you can have, the length of the trial. You can reach just private agreements about rules of evidence and getting things into evidence without requiring the witnesses to get a document in through. So there's lots of advantages to arbitration, especially in the age of coronavirus. If you're interested in learning more about the nuts and bolts of arbitration, we have another video linked here where I discuss arbitration and go deeper into how arbitration works. It's worth taking a look at because you can get your case decided much quicker.